Okay, testing audio. Hello, hello. Alrighty, it seems to be working. Alrighty. Well, back, obviously. I have gone around, I've talked to everybody in the camp, ready to get going. And put my party together.
Yes.
Indeed.
Weird. Normally that will... Sorry. Normally you put your party together, it takes you to the world map immediately. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. There we go, workaround. I think the first thing I should do... The first thing they usually suggest you do is, go to Red Cliff Village. However, I think going to get Wynne would be a better idea, so I'm going to go to the Mage's Tower.
We must be careful against this. No quarter shall be given. Best be wary.
Oh, this could be great.
Get off!
Begin the onslaught.
Hey, Alistair, fucking attack the giant bear. Good lord. Oh, there's a Drake over
It's
here.
begun.
Kinda forgot about that.
Shall be done. More the fools they! It is begun.
I apparently cannot stun this thing.
Send me! A bit more dying! As you say.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. See how I can't run through the Drake? That is actually a pretty annoying glitch in this game, where it just takes longer and longer for the game to realize that enemies are dead, which results in you eventually having to restart the game to catch shit up. Better check on Liliana's injury. Defense penalty, yeah, I should probably take care of that.
What now?
There we go. Yeah, and that glitch is yet another reason why this game
What is the
should get a
name they have for
remaster.
Mother and I? Apostates? Truly, it boggles the mind.
Okay.
How deep is this lake? Do you think we're allowed to swim in it?
You! You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass. Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it. Kill some Darkspawn. Come on, let's see some righteous Grey Wardening. Ugh, semantics. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go. Is that bad? Look, I'm, just trying to do my job. I'll take you right now, just like you wanted.
He's not a very good
Come
guard.
along, I suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety. I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. The circle is lost. The tower has fallen. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
So the right of annulment, they didn't really go into it in detail there, but it's something that the Chantry uses. It basically gives the Templars permission to kill every mage inside the tower, regardless of age or anything. They go in, they kill absolutely everyone, and then the tower basically starts over. It's supposed to be used under only extreme circumstances, which I guess this would technically qualify as.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing. I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
I suppose they don't really explain it here, but an abomination is a mage who allows a demon to possess them. In this game, mages have... There's basically a plane of existence called the Fade, which is where humans and elves and Kunari go when they dream. Dwarves have no connection to the Fade, so they don't dream. But it's usually only like in your mind that you go. Actually physically being in the Fade is extremely rare. But the Fade is where spirits and demons live. But since mages have a stronger connection to the Fade, and that's what allows them to use magic in the first place, demons are more attracted to mages, trying to possess them in order to gain access to the world, you know? So that's why abominations are a threat, mostly in places where there are mages.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Okay, so there is a pretty important merchant over here.
Have mercy on me.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much
This
longer
guy
we'll
will
last.
sell infinite amounts of lyrium dust that you can use to make lyrium potions. Lyrium potions will restore mana to your mages.
Yes. Would you like to trade?
There's also a really good staff that he sells. It's quite expensive. Right here, Staff of the Magister Lord. It's Dragonbone Tier 7, which is the highest tier of the base game. The Awakening DLC does have stuff stronger than that, but it's really good. Plus 6 willpower, plus 4 mana regen, and plus 6 spell power. It's incredibly powerful staff. But it costs 128 gold and 88 silver. It's insane how expensive that thing is. But it's worth it if you're playing as a mage. Or if you're just looking to outfit your mages. He also has this crazy expensive belt that I basically never buy. Also intended for mages, which is not surprising considering how this is the mage's tower, you know. But there's the lyrium dust. It says that he has 99, but he actually has infinite. It makes him the best person to go to when you're looking to make mana potions for your mages. There is someone in the Briselian Forest who sells infinite amounts of Elfrit for when you're making healing potions, and the merchant at the camp, as well as a merchant at a bar in Denerim, are places to go because they have infinite amounts of flasks. And I think distillation agents as well, if you're making the higher tier. The higher tier potions and shit. I'm gonna buy his backpack. I only need one more backpack to have maximum inventory size.
As I recall, shutting the door and throwing away the key was definitely the Templar Plan B.
I don't want to die.
Well, I don't have the option to do anything to heal him, so here we go. And now I am locked inside the tower, and I cannot leave until this particular quest is finished. I believe it's the only one of the main quest lines where that is the case, where you have to do everything all at once.
It is over.
But I'm going to get access to a better, well, not a better mage soon. A more support-focused mage soon.
What now?
And that is going to do a lot in order to increase survivability of my team. Here she is. I talked to her back at Ostagar very briefly.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand. I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by. And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now? They sent for it then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
Ask what happened here, just try to get you more information.
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity. I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle. Yes, even if we cannot eliminate all the demons and abominations, together we could lead the survivors out. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable. Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages.
Yeah, Morrigan hates
They allow
people who
themselves
actually
to be corralled like cattle.
support the tower.
Mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it. I could be here had my mother not shielded me from the Templars, so I am to show sympathy. My mother often said that things are the way they are because they could not have been any other way. I always questioned this. Do what you wish. I care not.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others.
She absolutely
I will be
cares.
back
I'm going to
soon.
get some disapproval
Wynne,
from her in a
are you sure
second
you're
here.
all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Such a mean option.
Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to your weaknesses. If you are ready, let us go end this.
So now Wynne is locked into my party. I have to have her for
Yes.
this.
Indeed.
I do question whether I should bring both Wynne and Morrigan. Because with me as an archer, that means that Alistair is the only one to soak up damage. Because the rest of us will be quite squishy. First things first. It is very important that I come in here and I work on Wynne's tactics menu so that she can do a better job keeping everybody alive. Don't remember what all she's got here. I don't remember what the heroic aura does, so I should look at that. I remember not liking it. I suppose it's not terrible, it's just usually I feel better to... I feel like it's usually better to have her keep people alive and whatnot instead. Let's see, self, health below 50%, let's say. I want her to prioritize healing other people over healing herself. Just because I'm going to make it so that she has other ways to keep herself healthy. I don't believe I have group heal on her. Oh, I do have group heal. Good. I can remove this rock armor one. If an ally's health drops below 25%, use group heal. That will heal, obviously, everybody in the party. If an ally's health goes below 75, cast regenerate. Yes. If I am being attacked by a melee attack, I want her to Stone Fist for the moment. As I get access to more support spells on her, I'm going to change that. But for right now, Stone Fist has a really high knockdown potential. So it's going to help out with that. Other abilities. I don't want her using rock armor. I know what I should change this to. Self, mana or stamina below 10%. Use whatever the least powerful lyrium potion we have is. There we go. Save the changes, but I did forget to switch her to a ranged playstyle. There we go. Yes, that should be good.
What now?
Going to deactivate her rock armor.
Finished.
Alright.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long. It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready? All right. Be on your guard.
Oh yeah. I forgot, there's a glitch. And the barrier is basically still here for quite some time, and you have to pass through on the side.
Shall be done. It is begun.
It's your time to die!
Watch out! Now we move back.
Run while you can!
But now that I've got Wynn here, party should be staying alive much better. I want the rage demon to die first.
Now we get our hands dirty. Wipe them out.
Alrighty. That was nice. Even though Alistair's health got low there, I didn't actually have to go in and manually do anything, which kind of reminds me I should probably change Alistair's tactics menu so that he waits until his health gets lower than he's currently set to in order to heal. Oh. The hell? Oh, I'm on myself, not Alistair. That would explain it. Oh, he's not actually currently set to heal himself at all. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna open my codex. Quest-related notes, summoning sciences. It's a little side quest, but it gets you a pair of boots that's usually good for mages, so I am gonna be doing this. So we always start out by activating the summoning font, but then I'll need to find the Tome of Spirit personages and then pass through the first summoning flames. Tome of Spirit personages. It's over here. And it summons a Nug, which is what this creature is, this pig rabbit thing. Okay. So, exercise 2. Redder comes Uncommon Calling, followed by the statue of Magus Gorvish. Okay, so I gotta find out where the Uncommon Calling is. The radio menu, as you can see, is fantastic for that, because it basically stops time while you, find out where shit is. Which will summon a person, basically. And there are notes that come on in down here that tell you what it actually summons. The final one is kind of obnoxiously long. Alright. Need the Grand Bestiary. Carve the table. Spiritorum Etherealis. The statue again. Novice Phylactery. Okay, so Bestiary, table, Spiritorum, statue, Phylactery. Alright, so the Bestiary. It's over here. Bestiary table. Ah shit, I just fucked it up. I didn't think I had activated it, because usually there's a little effect. Bestiary. Table. Spiritorum Etherealis. That's Uncommon Calling right here. Followed by the statue. Followed by Novice Phylactery, which is over here. Now I can activate this. It's going to summon a big ass enemy to kill.
As you said.
Cross me and you shall pay!
And there we go. Okay, it's not boots that it gives you, it's gloves for a mage. Adds electricity damage, which at the moment neither of them are using. But I'll give them to Win anyway, just to give her some more protection.
Very well.
Okay, so I want to target the Greater Rage Demon first, as it's an elite.
Right there.
Oh god.
Watch out!
And as you can see, even with just Win as a support mage, everyone is staying alive significantly better. However, I will still be giving Morrigan the basic healing spell so that she can help out. Whenever she finally fucking levels up. It's taking basically feels like an eternity, but she's close.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen. I am called Owain, and I manage the Circle's magical stockroom. I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do. The stockroom is my responsibility. I must keep it clean. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Owain, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
Okay, so I'm going to ask him why he can be so calm. It'll explain a little bit more about what he is.
He is one of the Tranquil. The Tranquil do not have emotions.
I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all.
Okay, so they didn't really go into it in a whole lot of detail there. But the Tranquil are mages who have been cut off from the Fade. There is a ritual that the Templars can do if they think you're taking too long in the Fade. Because every mage has to take a test in the Fade, you know, basically to resist a demon's influence to show that they're strong enough. If the Templars think you're taking too long, they do this ritual, and then they kill you in the Fade. So they go into the, like, they project themselves into the Fade to find you, and then they kill you there, which cuts you off entirely from the Fade. So for a mage, it's really devastating. They lose all their emotions, they can no longer do any kind of magic, but they do become extremely good at enchanting. And it is an irreversible, quote-unquote, irreversible change to a mage. You find out in later games that it is actually possible to reverse the Rite of Tranquility. But that's why he is the way he is.
I do not know, but he came here with several others and took the litany of Adrala.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this. We should find Niall. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
Alrighty.
What are we doing? Have you talked about it? Keep your eyes open. Very well.
You cannot win!
Away with you! Blast!
Okay, win. Cast the fucking group heal. Thank you. Ah. Alistair's dead.
Wipe them out!
Begun.
That's really bad.
I am ready.
Here!
Nothing but excitement traveling with you.
Now, one thing I should do, you have to do it manually because I haven't found a way to get it in the tactics menu where you can do it yourself.
Very well.
But she has a spell that will get people back up off the ground.
I'm here.
Yes. Get off! I need a moment of rest. Now we do battle.
Rock me and you shall pay!
And there we go.
Please, please don't kill me. I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. You don't know what it was like. The Templars were watching. Always watching. We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs. What else can I do? I'm trapped here. Thank you. The Maker will surely turn his eyes on you for your mercy.
I believe the Rose of Orlais is a book, if I recall correctly. Yes, it is. Books are
Generous gift.
gifts that
Thank you
you should
ever
give
so
to
much.
win. Clip that on to win. Okay.
I am done.
Why would you lock up a lyrium potion? I don't remember where all the scrolls of Banastor are, but it is a side quest that can be done. Let's see. Right, I remember what I was going to look at. Alistair's injury. Cunning penalty, yeah. Don't care. Yep, not something that Alistair needs. So it's not really an injury that I need to spend an injury kit on.
Tear them apart!
I shall just...
I must.
For the Grey Waters!
It is over. These things can have unusual powers. Be wary.
I don't remember if Morrigan has it right now. She does not. Okay, never mind. Shit. I don't want her to do that.
I shall do it.
No, definitely not the vulnerability hex.
I see.
Use that instead. I was looking to see if she had a spell that would hit multiple enemies at a time. But she doesn't seem to have that.
Blasted.
Oh, Morrigan leveled up, which is really nice. Okay. So, first thing I need to do with Morrigan's level up has got to be to get her the basic heal spell. I'm going to remove this. I should change the health threshold that causes Morrigan to use her healing spell. Just because don't need her and Wynne trying to heal the same person at the same time. I just wish I had more options for health thresholds. And eventually I'll be able to get more combat tactics. This is the best skill that you can unlock for your companions because it will unlock more slots in the tactics menu so that you can have more situations that your allies do things. You know, like Wynne, she's got a long list of tactics menu because she has almost every single combat tactics tier. And obviously the more shit you can set up in the tactics menu for your allies to do, the less you have to micromanage during an actual fight. If you don't mind micromanaging every little thing during a fight, then obviously you don't need combat tactics. But it is... Morrigan's approval of me is really high. She does like jewelry, so typically I would give that necklace I picked up to her. However, like I said, her approval of me is already incredibly high. So I am actually going to give that to someone else instead. Just no one that I have here.
Hello? Nothing. Please, I don't want to die. But the demons...
Not a demon.
If you're sure it's safe, I could take a peek outside.
Oh. Ah, yeah. Yes. I have a crick in my back and my bum's gone numb. Oh, holy maker, look at this. Those demons didn't know what hit them, did they? Godwin, Mage of the Circle of Ferelden, at your service. There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while. And go where? The Templars have locked the door. I'm just going to stay here and see what happens. Thank you again for saving me. May we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times.
Idiot. I just told you that it's safe to go somewhere else, and he's just like, no, I really want to hang out in the closet. You know, I really want to be in here. I was just complaining about how uncomfortable it is, but you know what? I would rather be in there than somewhere where I'm with other people and safe.
It must be.
It is begun. It shall be done.
Oh, I got it. That's all the blood.
Cross me and you shall pay!
Alright, let's go!
Fire resistance, ooh. That
What
is
now?
something I should probably give to Alistair. His belt slot's empty, but now he'll get healed more, which is good since he's the only tank on the team. I really should consider bringing 2 warriors instead of 2 mages, but
I shall do. It shall be done.
I want the rage demon thing first. I apparently cannot stun that thing. Okay, nothing else in here. You can interact with that door, but you can only ever go inside there during the Circle Tower origin story. Chantry Amulet is a gift for Leliana, who is not here at the moment. This is a better... Shit! I did not mean to put that in junk. I meant to inspect that. It is a higher tier than the gloves I'm wearing, so I will put it on. Also, I have so many injury kits, I probably don't need to be as stingy with them as I am. Even though he doesn't really need cunning, I'll fix it anyway. Iced Band, that could be good for Morrigan, because I believe that is more ice damage. Oh no, it's resistance. In which case, I'm giving it to Alistair. Anything I can do to make him more tanky is something that I probably should do.
Very well. As you say. Ah! Back! Ah!
Blast it! Oh, I am far too
Let's grab some glory! Time to taste steel!
Another
I think he wants to kill me now.
There is no glory in bloodshed!
Oh.